Hello, I'm a spinning grey cube, and today I'm going to talk about Boris Johnson again. So headlines for the last 2 days have been dominated by Boris being questioned by police over a loud domestic dispute at his girlfriend's house, where he lives, since you'll remember that his second wife threw him out last year after 3 extramarital affairs that we know about, and at least 1 extramarital child that we know about. Now, you may think that the man's personal life is no concern of ours. It's not the kind of family values we associate with the Conservative Party. Whatever you think of David Cameron, you never heard a story about him cheating on his favourite pig's head by secretly sticking his penis in a pheasant's cloaca behind his back. But remember, the existence of a non-zero amount of extramarital children does at least imply that we could be given the job of unwrapping and unravelling 40 years of UK-EU legislation to a man who could not competently unwrap and unravel a condom. But let's take this as a moment to reflect more generally on Boris's skills and what a fuck-up he is. He's not just a massive fuck-up, he's not just a complete fuck-up, but also he's an incredibly versatile fuck-up. He's the kind of fuck-up who, instead of fucking up just like he always does at the least opportune moment, will instead seize that very moment to find a completely new an unexpected way to fuck up. Now, I've checked the right-wing newspaper headlines today. It's day 2 of this particular little scandal, and I'm surprised to find that the Mail and the Express both have resolutely anti-Boris stories. They're basically focused on the fact that Boris has been extremely evasive in answering questions on this story. The Sun ignores Boris, at least on the front page. The Times is anti-Boris, but that's not a surprise. They're Remainers. Only the Telegraph has a pro-Boris story on the front page with the headline accusing his neighbours of being left-wing. The Sun also runs this story, but it's not on the front page. Now, I'm not going to suggest that Boris's neighbours may not have had some ill feeling towards him, and that may have affected their decision to call the police on him. But what difference does it make that they were left-wing? They could have been right-wing, and Remainers, that could have been the reason why they hated Boris. Or they could have been right-wing and Leavers, but also black or Muslim, or hail from or have relatives in or friends from some part of the world he's insulted at some point. Now, I don't have the full list here in front of me, but I'm guessing that's most of Africa, Asia, Europe, Scotland, Wales, the North, the Midlands, probably Essex as well. Or they could be completely apolitical, have no knowledge, understanding or interest in politics of any kind, but simply have met him for a short conversation at the garden gate at some point and decided on the basis of that he was a bit of a prick. Or they could have been completely apolitical and have never even met Boris. The only reason they dislike him is because they grew up in a single-parent household, because at some point in one of Boris's previous marriages, he'd also met their mother, and on that occasion, he also wasn't competent enough to unwrap and unravel a condom. Okay, so that video's finished now. I've stopped talking. That noise that you probably heard, that like sound effect thing, which I'm assuming I've remembered to go back and edit it in at this point. That means that basically I'm just rambling now. I'm just rambling because maybe longer videos are better for the YouTube algorithm. Some other things that are good for the YouTube algorithm, you can subscribe to this channel, and then you can hit the little bell icon, which will tell you about when I make a new video, which is probably going to be a long time. I'd say, tune in next week, but frankly, why bother? Why even bother for six subscribers? You all know me. I might as well just phone you individually and tell you what I'm thinking. Instead I'll just probably waste time playing video games instead of making a video, Yeah, it's bleak, isn't it? Anyway, Yeah, how are we doing for time? We got, I think, you're supposed to have like 10 minutes or something. I can't talk for 10. I can't. I mean, can talk for 10 minutes, obviously, but I can't write anything worthwhile. And you see so many of these videos, and they're just people just waffling, just talking whatever words come into their head, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to be. I want to do like focused content that isn't just me talking and it isn't edited. Like usually, I sort of edit these down to get rid of all the uns and ers. Um, but yeah, this bit I'm not doing that. I'm just leaving it to just sort of ramble. And if I can think of some more stuff, I think what I'll do at this point is I'll just sort of slowly fade. I'll slowly fade the my voice out from this point. Um, and that'll give the impression that I kept waffling for ages. But obviously, I'm really struggling at this point to find anything to say, let alone anything worthwhile to say. It's yeah, this whole, how do people do this? How do people make all those long videos and have all those